You know what scares a lot of Americans today? It's not just the economy or politics, or even the changes happening in the world. It's the thought of losing their health, of becoming dependent, of hearing those words from their doctor. Your blood pressure is too high. Because the truth is, high blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. Most people don't feel it creeping up. They wake up every morning, drink their coffee, go to work, pay the bills, live their lives, and all the while their arteries are being pushed to the limit. Until one day something breaks. A stroke, a heart attack, kidney damage. And it's devastating, not just for the person, but for their family. But here's the good news, and I want you to hold on to this right from the start. High blood pressure doesn't have to be your fate. It doesn't have to define your future, because there are natural, simple, proven ways to bring it down. And today, I'm going to share with you the 10 best exercises that can lower blood pressure naturally. No pills, no extreme programs, no gimmicks. Just real movement. The kind of exercise that anyone, at any age, can start doing right now. And if you stick with me through this video, you'll not only learn what those exercises are, but you'll understand how to use them to transform your health and add years of energy to your life. Now let's begin by facing the reality of the problem. In America, nearly half of all adults have high blood pressure. That's over 100 million people. And out of those, millions don't even know it. They're walking around every day with arteries under pressure, hearts working overtime, and bodies screaming for relief. Many of them are put on medications. Some of those medications work, some don't, and almost all of them come with side effects: fatigue, dizziness, cramps, even worse long-term effects. And while medicine can be necessary for some, it's not the only path. Because exercise, done the right way, can be just as powerful as a prescription drug when it comes to lowering blood pressure. In fact, study after study shows that consistent physical activity reduces systolic and diastolic pressure, improves circulation, and protects against the very things high blood pressure puts at risk: heart attacks, strokes, and kidney disease. But the key word here is consistent. This isn't about doing one workout and expecting miracles. This is about making movement part of your lifestyle, part of your identity. And the best part is, you don't have to turn into an athlete. You don't have to run marathons or lift hundreds of pounds. You just have to move your body in specific, smart ways that target the systems responsible for blood pressure. So let's talk about those exercises. And I want to start with the simplest, most powerful, most overlooked of them all: walking. I know it sounds too basic, too easy. But walking is the foundation of human movement. It's what our bodies are designed to do. And when you walk at a brisk pace, you set off a chain reaction inside your body. Your blood vessels expand, your heart pumps more efficiently, your stress hormones drop, and your blood pressure begins to fall. Just 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week can lower your blood pressure by 8 points. That may not sound like much, but in medical terms, it's the difference between hypertension and normal blood pressure. And when you add that up over weeks and months, the benefits multiply. Walking also improves your mood, helps with weight control, and gives you a chance to step away from stress. Imagine walking through your neighborhood, waving to your neighbors, breathing in fresh air, and knowing that with every step, you're pushing back against the silent killer. That's the power of something so simple. But walking isn't the only exercise that works. Cycling is another fantastic way to lower blood pressure. Whether it's outdoors on a bike path or indoors on a stationary bike, cycling trains your cardiovascular system to work more efficiently. Your heart becomes stronger, your blood flows smoother, and your arteries relax. Cycling is also joint-friendly, making it a great option for people who can't run or who struggle with knee pain. Just 20 to 30 minutes of cycling a few times a week can have a profound effect on your numbers. And beyond the health benefits, cycling gives you a sense of freedom. The wind in your face, the rhythm of the pedals. It's not just exercise, it's therapy. Now let's dive into swimming, which many experts call the perfect exercise. Why? Because it works your entire body without putting strain on your joints. When you're in the water, gravity isn't weighing you down. You can move freely, stretch, and strengthen muscles you didn't even know you had. Swimming also improves lung capacity and lowers stress, both of which directly impact blood pressure. And here's a fact that might surprise you: older adults who swim regularly see reductions of up to 10 points in their blood pressure. That's not a minor change. that's life-saving. And if swimming laps isn't your thing, water aerobics, or even just walking in the shallow end provides many of the same benefits. Strength training might not seem like an obvious choice for blood pressure, but it's incredibly important. When you build muscle, your body becomes more efficient at burning glucose, your metabolism improves, and your cardiovascular system strengthens. Strong muscles support your daily movements, reduce the strain on your heart, and help regulate blood pressure. The good news is, you don't need heavy weights. Simple body weight movements like squats, push-ups against a wall, or resistance band exercises are enough to make a difference. Just 2 or 3 short sessions a week can improve your numbers, give you more energy, and help you feel younger. Yoga is another tool you cannot ignore. While it may look gentle and even too calm to make a difference, yoga's secret weapon is its ability to reduce stress. Stress is one of the biggest drivers of high blood pressure in America today. Every time you get stressed, your body releases hormones that tighten your blood vessels and raise your pressure. Yoga interrupts that process. Through stretching, deep breathing, and mindfulness, yoga lowers cortisol, calms your nervous system, and improves circulation. You don't have to twist into advanced poses. Even beginner stretches and breathing practices done for 10 minutes a day can shift your body toward healing and lower your blood pressure naturally. Tai Chi is another practice that combines movement with mindfulness. Often called meditation in motion, Tai Chi involves slow, flowing movements that train balance, coordination, and focus. But the impact goes beyond balance. Tai Chi lowers blood pressure significantly in older adults, and it does so gently and safely. You don't need equipment. You don't need a lot of space. You just need willingness to try. And what's beautiful about Tai Chi is that it feels less like a workout and more like a ritual, a moving meditation that heals both the body and the mind. Dancing is one of the most joyful ways to exercise, and yes, it lowers blood pressure. Whether it's ballroom, line dancing, or simply moving to your favorite songs at home, dancing gets your heart pumping, your circulation flowing, and your stress melting away. Plus, dancing is social, and community itself is healing. Americans who dance regularly not only lower their blood pressure, they also live happier, fuller lives. Think about it. When was the last time you danced and didn't smile? That joy itself is medicine. Breathing exercises might sound too simple to matter, but they are a hidden gem in controlling blood pressure. When you breathe deeply and slowly, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for relaxation. That lowers your heart rate, opens your blood vessels, and reduces pressure. Try inhaling deeply for 4 seconds, holding for 4, exhaling for 6, and repeating for 5 minutes. This kind of breathing is proven to lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. It's exercise for your nervous system, and it costs nothing. Stretching is another overlooked yet powerful practice. When your muscles are tight, your blood vessels constrict. That tension adds to high blood pressure. Stretching loosens your muscles, improves flexibility, and encourages smoother blood flow. It also reduces the aches and stiffness that make people avoid exercise in the first place. 10 minutes of stretching in the morning or evening can do wonders for your circulation and overall health. And finally, hiking brings it all together. Hiking combines walking, aerobic exercise, and the healing power of nature. Being outdoors lowers stress hormones, reduces inflammation, and boosts your mood. Combine that with the cardiovascular benefits of steady walking up and down trails, and you have one of the most effective natural treatments for high blood pressure. Even short hikes in local parks can reset your body and mind. Now, maybe you're thinking, this sounds great, but how do I fit it into my life? The key is not to overwhelm yourself. You don't need to do all 10 exercises every day. Start with 1 or 2 that you enjoy. Maybe it's walking and stretching. Maybe it's yoga and cycling. Once you find a rhythm, add in others. The important thing is to move your body every single day in some way. Even 5 minutes is better than nothing. Over time, your stamina builds, your strength improves, and your blood pressure drops. And let me share something that I hope stays with you. High blood pressure doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean your best days are over. It's a signal, a warning, a call to action. And you have the power to answer that call. You have the ability to take control, to reverse the trend, to write a new chapter for your health. I've seen Americans in their 60s, 70s, even 80s completely transform their lives through exercise. I've seen people get off medication, regain energy, and live with more joy than they thought possible. And if they can do it, so can you. So here's my challenge for you. Starting today, pick one of these exercises and commit to doing it, just one. Walk for 10 minutes, stretch for 5 minutes, do some deep breathing, and then tomorrow do it again. Watch how your body responds. Watch how your energy rises and your stress falls. Within weeks, you'll feel the difference. Within months, your doctor may see the difference on your charts. And within a year, you'll look back and be amazed at how far you've come. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. This channel exists to guide you, to support you, and to remind you that you are stronger than you think. Every video I make is designed to give you practical, natural, powerful tools to live longer and healthier. So if you found value here, if you're ready to take control of your blood pressure and your future, subscribe, turn on notifications, and come back for more. Together, we're building a community of Americans who refuse to let age define them, who believe their best years are still ahead, and who are willing to take action to make that belief a reality. Because in the end, lowering blood pressure isn't just about numbers. It's about freedom. The freedom to wake up without fear, to play with your grandkids, to travel, to laugh, to live on your terms. And that freedom is within your reach. It starts with a decision to move your body, to take control, to choose life. So take that step today, and I promise you, you'll never regret it. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, keep moving, and I'll see you back here in the next video with more ways to live strong, live proud, and live long. Now let's go even deeper into how exercise transforms your blood pressure, because it's not just about movement, it's about how that movement changes your entire body chemistry. Most Americans don't realize that every time they get up and move, even for just a few minutes, their body starts recalibrating. Think about it. When you sit for hours, your blood vessels tighten, your circulation slows, your stress hormones climb. But when you start walking, lifting, stretching, or breathing deeply, your vessels open, your blood flows, and your nervous system sends a signal to relax. That's why people who exercise regularly don't just look healthier. They actually are healthier at the cellular level. Their arteries are more flexible, their heart pumps more efficiently, and their kidneys process fluids better. And every one of these things lowers blood pressure naturally. Let's take a closer look at strength training, because a lot of older Americans avoid it. They hear weights, and they picture bodybuilders or athletes, and they think, that's not for me. But here's the truth: strength training is not about lifting massive dumbbells or showing off muscles. It's about giving your body the support it needs to function well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. When you strengthen your legs, your core, and your arms, you make daily life easier. Standing up from a chair, carrying groceries, playing with your grandkids. Every time you build a little more muscle, your body uses sugar in the blood more efficiently, your metabolism improves, and your blood vessels adapt by becoming more flexible. That flexibility is what keeps blood pressure from spiking, and you don't need a gym to start. A simple set of resistance bands, or even just your own body weight, is enough. Try wall push-ups, gentle squats, or holding a light weight while you stand from a chair. Do it consistently, and you'll notice not only lower blood pressure, but also more energy and less pain. Now let's go back to yoga and talk more about why it's so powerful. When Americans think about high blood pressure, they often focus only on the physical side: diet, salt, weight. But stress is one of the biggest hidden causes. We live in a world where stress is everywhere. Bills, deadlines, traffic, family responsibilities. Every time stress hits, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Those hormones raise your heart rate and constrict your arteries, driving up your blood pressure. Yoga counters that perfectly. With deep breathing, stretching, and mindfulness, yoga lowers those stress hormones and teaches your body how to relax. Even just lying on the floor, breathing deeply, and stretching your arms can reset your nervous system. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need fancy clothes. You just need to start. Imagine ending your day with 10 minutes of deep breathing, calming music, and simple stretches. You'll sleep better, your pressure will drop, and you'll wake up feeling lighter. Another exercise I want to highlight here is Tai Chi. Many Americans don't know much about it, but Tai Chi has been studied in medical institutions across the world, and the results are undeniable. Those slow, flowing movements calm the nervous system, lower stress, improve balance, and reduce blood pressure. It's often called moving meditation, And that's exactly what it feels like. It's gentle, safe, and incredibly effective for older adults. Think about it like this: while your body is moving slowly, your mind is focused, your breathing is steady, and your stress melts away. That combination is the perfect antidote to high blood pressure. And the best part is, you can practice Tai Chi anywhere: your living room, your backyard, or even a local park. Now let's shift to another form of exercise that might surprise you: dancing. You might not think of dancing as exercise, but it's one of the most natural ways humans move. Put on some music, move your body, and suddenly your heart rate climbs, your circulation improves, and your blood pressure begins to drop. And unlike many exercises, dancing comes with joy. When you're dancing, you're smiling, laughing, connecting, and that itself lowers stress hormones. Studies have shown that older adults who take part in regular dance classes not only lower their blood pressure, but also improve memory, coordination, and mood. It doesn't matter if you're a great dancer or not. Line dancing, ballroom, or just moving in your living room to your favorite oldies. All of it works. And because it's fun, you're more likely to stick with it. Now, another tool that too many people overlook: deep breathing exercises. At first glance, it doesn't seem like exercise, but breathing deeply and intentionally is one of the simplest ways to bring blood pressure down quickly. Here's why: when you slow your breathing, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part of your body that says, "Relax, everything is okay." Your heart rate slows, your blood vessels open, and your pressure falls. Try this: inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat that for 5 minutes. Studies show that this kind of slow, deep breathing can lower both systolic and diastolic numbers by several points. And the beauty of it is that you can do it anytime: before bed, during a stressful day, even while waiting in line. It's free, it's safe, and it works. Stretching also deserves more attention. Most Americans think stretching is just for athletes or before a workout, but it's a powerful tool for controlling blood pressure. Tight muscles restrict blood flow, and that tension makes your heart work harder. By stretching, you loosen muscles, increase circulation, and help your blood vessels relax. Even a simple morning routine of reaching for your toes, stretching your arms overhead, and rolling your shoulders can make a difference. Stretching also reduces stiffness and pain, which makes it easier to stay active throughout the day. And the more active you are, the lower your blood pressure tends to be. And finally, in this section, let's talk about hiking. Hiking is one of the most complete natural exercises you can do. It combines aerobic activity, strength training, and the healing power of nature. When you hike, especially outdoors in fresh air, your stress hormones drop, your body works harder than during flat walking, and your mind calms down. That combination is perfect for lowering blood pressure. Hiking doesn't mean you need to climb mountains. Even a local park with small trails gives you all the benefits. The uneven ground engages your muscles, your heart gets a workout, and your brain enjoys the calming effects of green space. In fact, studies show that simply being in nature reduces stress and lowers blood pressure, even without intense exercise. Add walking to that, and you have one of the best natural prescriptions in the world. Now here's something important I want you to take away. You don't have to choose just one of these exercises. The real magic happens when you combine them. Maybe you walk during the week, do some light strength training twice a week, and stretch or practice yoga in the evenings. That combination keeps your heart strong, your muscles flexible, and your stress under control. And the more variety you add, the less likely you are to get bored or quit. The goal is not to become a fitness fanatic. The goal is to create a lifestyle of movement that you enjoy and that you can sustain. And let's not forget consistency. The truth is, one workout won't change your blood pressure for good, but regular activity day after day, week after week, will. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush once and expect your teeth to stay clean forever. You brush every day. Exercise works the same way. Every time you move, you're cleaning your arteries, lowering your stress, and strengthening your heart. Over time, those small daily efforts add up to life-changing results. Now let's bring everything together and really dive into how these exercises fit into your everyday American lifestyle, because knowing the exercises is one thing, but living them consistently is what changes your health and your future. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. You can feel fine today and still be on the edge of a heart attack or stroke tomorrow. But here's the hopeful truth: your choices, even small ones made daily, have the power to rewrite that story. And nothing is more powerful or natural than using movement to protect your heart, your brain, and your independence. Let's picture a normal day for an average American over 60. Many of you wake up, have your coffee, maybe read the paper, and then spend a lot of time sitting. That sitting adds up. Hours in front of the television, sitting at the table, sitting in the car. What if we changed just a few of those hours? What if, instead of staying in that chair, you took a morning walk around the block, stretched in the living room for 10 minutes, or lifted a set of light dumbbells? Those small changes, repeated, could lower your blood pressure by 10 or even 20 points over time. That's the difference between being at risk for a stroke and being in the safe range. That's the difference between depending on daily pills and enjoying a more natural, energetic life. Now let's talk about how to use these 10 exercises practically. Start with walking because it's simple. Commit to 30 minutes most days of the week. Break it up into 2 15-minute walks if you prefer. While you walk, keep your pace brisk enough to breathe heavier, but still able to hold a conversation. That's the sweet spot where your heart gets stronger and your blood pressure benefits. Next, add strength training 2 or 3 times a week. You don't need a gym. You don't need machines. Cans of soup, resistance bands, or light dumbbells are perfect. Focus on the big muscles: legs, chest, back. Strong muscles help your body use insulin better, and that lowers blood sugar and blood pressure at the same time. Now fold in stretching and yoga on most days. 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Think of stretching as oiling the hinges on a door. It keeps everything moving smoothly. Add deep breathing to this routine. Whenever you feel stressed, instead of letting your blood pressure spike, pause and breathe. 5 minutes of focused breathing can bring your pressure down right then and there. That's power you hold in your own lungs without a pill bottle. On weekends, make exercise an experience. Go hiking in a park, or if hiking isn't possible, find a flat trail, a boardwalk, or even walk laps in a shopping mall. The point is movement plus environment. Being outdoors gives you fresh air, sunlight for vitamin D, and the calming effect of nature. That triple combination does more for your pressure than almost anything else. And remember dancing. Use it not only as exercise, but as joy. Play your favorite songs from the 70s or 80s, invite your spouse, your kids, or even dance solo in the kitchen. Your heart doesn't care whether it's Zumba or country line dancing. It just responds with improved circulation and lowered blood pressure. Consistency really is the golden key. Americans are used to quick fixes like taking a pill and hoping it solves everything. But exercise is not a one-time fix. It's an everyday choice. The real results show up after weeks and months of sticking with it. But here's the beauty: you will feel benefits almost immediately. After your first walk, your pressure drops a little. After your first week of stretching, your joints feel looser. After a month, your endurance improves. And after a few months, your numbers at the doctor's office start moving in the right direction. That momentum builds motivation. Let's also address a concern many older Americans have: fear of starting too late. I've heard countless people say, "I'm already in my 60s or 70s. It's too late for me." That is simply not true. Research proves that even people in their 80s and 90s can benefit from beginning regular exercise. Muscles can grow stronger at any age, circulation can improve, and blood pressure can lower. Your body is remarkably adaptable. It doesn't matter if you've been inactive for decades. The moment you start moving, your body begins to respond. And the earlier you start, the faster you'll see improvements. I want to give you a picture of what life looks like when you commit to these exercises. Imagine waking up with energy instead of fatigue. Imagine going to your doctor and hearing, "Your numbers look great, your blood pressure is stable, and you're on fewer medications." Imagine playing with your grandkids without worrying about your heart racing or feeling out of breath. Imagine traveling, gardening, or volunteering without being held back by health fears. That life is possible, and it starts with these 10 natural movements. Now, let's think about the American culture of independence. We value freedom, the ability to take care of ourselves, the pride of not relying on others. High blood pressure threatens that independence because it leads to strokes, heart attacks, kidney disease, conditions that steal your strength and freedom. Exercise is the opposite. It protects independence. Every step, every stretch, every breath you take in these exercises is a step toward keeping your freedom. You're training your body to stay strong, resilient, and capable no matter your age. Let me circle back to why natural exercise beats medication in many ways. Pills can help, yes, but they often come with side effects: dizziness, fatigue, headaches, sometimes even worse. Exercise has no negative side effects when done safely. Instead, it adds bonus benefits. While you lower blood pressure, you also strengthen your bones, improve balance, boost mood, sharpen memory, and improve sleep. No pill can do all of that. That's why exercise is often called a miracle drug by doctors, only it's free, safe, and available to everyone. Now I want you to commit. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. After this video ends, stand up, put on comfortable shoes, and walk for 10 minutes, just 10. That's your start. Then tomorrow, add a little more. If you're already walking, add stretching. If you're already stretching, add strength. Build your routine step by step. Consistency beats intensity. The best exercise is the one you'll keep doing. And here's something powerful: track your progress. Write down your walks, your minutes of breathing, your stretching. Write down your blood pressure readings. Watch those numbers change. That visual proof keeps you motivated and reminds you that your effort is working. So here's the bottom line. The 10 best exercises to lower blood pressure naturally are not complicated, not expensive, and not out of reach. Walking, cycling, swimming, strength training, yoga, tai chi, dancing, stretching, deep breathing, and hiking. Each one works in a unique way. Together, they form a shield protecting your heart, your brain, and your future. You don't need fancy programs or miracle cures. You need movement, commitment, and the belief that your health is still in your hands. And finally, I want to leave you with this call to action. Don't let this just be another video you watched and forgot. Take action today. Choose one exercise and start right now, and then come back here. This channel is your partner on this journey. Every week, I share strategies, exercises, foods, and habits that will help you live strong, proud, and healthy well into your golden years. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and keep coming back. Because your best days are still ahead, and together we'll make sure you live them to the fullest.